Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Mind Catchers channel. We're going to start off this look using our Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. We're going to apply that to both eyes, and we're going to just tap it in. This is going to prevent creasing and help your eyeshadow stay on all day. The next thing I'm going to do is apply a little bit of LA Girl Pro Concealer to my lid. This Pro Concealer is in the shade Toast. This is just going to give us a nice blank canvas to work with. Alright guys, we're going to start off by building up color. So the first color I'm going to use is a vibrant pink, and this is from Coastal Scents. Here it is right here. I'm going to start adding that into the higher part of my transition area. I'm using a nice fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to start that right up here, almost right underneath my brow bone. The next shade I'm going to use is right here in the Sugarfield palette. This is Poison Plum, and I'm using a smaller blending brush because I'm trying to concentrate the color a little bit lower. I don't want it to be as fluffy, all blended out way out there. I want, as we go down, for the colors to get a little deeper and deeper. So this brush is a little bit more flattened out at the tip. And for hooded eye people, you're sitting the brush right on the top of your eyeball. So the pink should be a little higher, and this purple should be a little bit lower. And true to fashion for me, when I do one color and then another color, I go back into the first color. So we're going back into that pink very, very lightly. That's why I want you to use a very fluffy brush. Back there, you're blending both together because we're about to go even deeper with the purple. Alright guys, this is the last purple I'm going to add before we do our lid color. Here it is right here. And I believe it's like a, it's also from Coastal Scents. I think the name is like Eggplant Purple, something like that. But everything is going to be listed. I'm using more of a tapered blending brush, meaning that it almost comes to a point at the end. This is the Delium Tool 783. And I'm just starting there on the outer corner. And you can see how deep that purple is from the Poison Plum. And guess what? When we finish this, we're going back into Poison Plum and we're going back into that pink. We want it to be blended, blended, blended. Look at that. Right at the top there, we're bringing back Poison Plum. Look down into your mirror if you have to. Look at it very carefully. Make sure you have the correct height. Remember how we talked about the height of both? We want to make sure everything is looking pretty even on both. So we're going to look down into our mirror here to be sure. We're going back into that pink. I'm going to just tap that. Look at that. Beautiful. We're tapping it at the top. I feel like the, I can't think of that artist's name. He said, we're just going to make happy trees. We're tapping it. I'm going to use some concealer. This is Toffee. So I'm going to take Toffee. I'm going to take one of the Sigma concealer brushes, and I'm just going to put it right on my lid. We're creating lid space here. It's okay, you're carving it right out of what you just painted. Okay, so that is what we're looking like here. I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. The reason why I'm looking down is because I have hooded eyes. I don't want anything to transfer to the top, so I keep looking down. I'm going to leave that outside corner open because everything is going to get blended in on those outside corners. So right now I'm just looking down in my mirror to see if my height is correct I want them to be as even as possible. Maybe a little jagged here, but as close as I can get it. I'm going to be using a gorgeous green pigment. This is from Inglot. Going to put a little bit into the cap. I'm going to be using the Sigma eye shading brush. This is the E55, and I'm going to press that pigment right onto that concealer. And now our job is to go around that green and try to blend as much as possible. So the deepest purple was the Eggplanty Purple from Coastal Scents. Let me show it to you one more time. I'll have the name. There it is. I'm taking the pointiest brush. This is the Delium Tool 783 again. And I'm going to go around it. I'm even going to add a little purple here in the outer corner. Okay guys, remember that the next shade was the Poison Plum from Sugarpill. We're going back up. Okay, we're going to do that. And the last shade up there was the pink shade from Coastal Scents. I was about to say ColourPop. Coastal Scents. And we're just tapping that along the top. For my brow bone highlight, I'm going to go into a very light shade right here. It's a tannish, peachy shade. Let's see what it looks like. If it's too bright, I'm going to go ahead and darken it up just a little bit. So let's just tap that color on, see what it looks like. Okay, I kind of like that. And I believe that this is a Ofra Cosmetics eyeshadow I got in the BoxyCharm box. I'm really not sure on the shade, and the shade is not on the back of the shadow. So I'm sorry about that. But you see how a brow bone highlight can really soften what you have going on up there. It really brought that pink out. And it really neatened things up. You're going to do that anyway. Once you start doing the face, you're going to clean up. It's going to get sharpened. I'm not going to do a wing or anything like that. Just a little bit of liner and an eyelash. I'm going to take a little baby wipe and some of this Lancome eye makeup remover. Clean up under the eyes. And I'm going to be moving on to the face. Now you see with that green, lots of fallout. You know, it's a pigment. We want to clean our face before we try to apply concealer or anything like that. Alright guys, just going to use a little bit of the Wet n Wild eyeliner that I love. This is their skinny liner. Just going to keep it nice and close to the lashes here. There's not going to be any wing. I'm going to apply some lashes, but I'm going to use some of the Max Factor mascara just to darken up the lashes I already have here. Knock some of that pigment and dust off of it. And I'm going to be applying the Pure Cosmetics eyelashes. These are their 3D Silk lashes, and these are the Diva lashes from Pure. Okay, I do have a link I'll leave below about their lashes. I think it's 8 different types of lashes. They're all beautiful, mind you. So check that link out, and I'll be right back for the face. Alright guys, so this is what we're looking like with our lashes on. I think it is vibrant and beautiful. Very pretty look. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start with our face. I already applied lotion. Then I'm gonna try the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I've never used it before. This also came in a BoxyCharm box. And also the green eyeshadow that I placed up here from Inglot, that came from friendsbeauty.com. I do have a discount code for friendsbeauty.com down in my description box, so please check it out. I believe you get about 15% off, something like that. And they have name brand products on that site. Sometimes they have great sales that other sites don't have, so please check them out. And this primer is very silky smooth. It feels very good. Not sure how it would last on oily skin like mine in the T-zone, but it feels good on the face, so the makeup should glide on very nicely. I'm going to do a little bit of color correcting for all of my dark spots. I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills cream palette here, go into that orangey shade there, and just kind of brighten up around my mouth area. And you see how smooth that is applying. Normally, you guys know we have to fight with this palette a bit after the product sits in here in room temperature or your AC. It gets a little cool and hard to move around, but on that photo finish, it is gliding on the skin. Gliding, gliding, gliding. Right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and apply the Ready Set Gorgeous. I had to shake it up a little bit because it came out a little watery and separated. I do have a review on this. Pretty decent shade match for me. This is shade 320. That's Soft Sable. I'm going to use a damp beauty blender and go ahead and apply that. I can't remember in the review whether I used a beauty blender or not, so let's just see what it looks like. If I don't like it, I'll go back over with a brush. It's been a while. Alright guys, I am thinking I am loving this again. It looks beautiful on my skin. It looked nice the first time, but you know, so many other things come out and you kind of just push things farther back on your shelf and forget about it because this is just about full. But I believe this was the darkest shade that they had. This is not the Queen collection. This is just the regular collection from CoverGirl, Ready Set Gorgeous. It says fresh complexion, oil-free foundation. And I truly believe changing your foundation primer sometimes makes a difference, because I can't remember what I used with this before. It was okay. The coverage was good. But the way this glided on my skin today, I'm loving the combination between the Smashbox Photo Finish and this. I love it. So we're going to revisit this. We're going to talk about this again very soon. For under eye highlight, I'm going to go with Makeup Forever again, the HD. Just using a different beauty blender here. Okay, I'm going to take my Sacha Buttercup Powder. I do have a link below for Sacha. So if you have not tried their Buttercup Powder, give it a try. Very, very finely milled. I only use a little bit. People who crease, you only need a little bit. You just want enough to set the cream concealer or foundation. That's all you want. Just enough to set it. So you don't have to go crazy with it. You don't have to bake for long and all of that stuff like you see a lot of people doing. I just place it underneath my eye, get a nice little fluffy brush, very, very lightly. Just enough to set that cream color. So there's a way to do things. You don't have to go crazy. You don't have to, because I feel like if you go crazy with it and it doesn't work, you give up on it. And you're just like, oh, it doesn't work for me. And it's not actually true. It's the manner in which we put it on. We're moving to contour. I'm going to use this cream contour stick. This is by Pure Cosmetics. I have a review on these as well. Okay, so I'm just blending out right around the edges of my hair here. For an all-over face powder, I'm using my Mary Kay. I really love this. This is their mineralized foundation. It's very, very light. I like it in bronze 5, and that's what I use as an all-over face powder. And just kind of pressing it into the bottom of the face, trying to stay away from the highlighted areas. Remember, we already put powder there. Alright guys, going to use this Black Up Cosmetics contour powder again, using that dark shade there. Very lightly going around my forehead and places like that. Alright guys, as a highlight today, I'm going to try out the Milk Makeup Highlight. This one is in Mars, so let's see what that looks like. I did swatch it and everything on my arm in another video, but this is my first time actually applying it to the face, so not bad. Okay, and with these I learned to keep the little cap that goes on top. You don't want it to dry out. And then you put the top right back on. They make some very nice products, so you guys check out Milk Makeup. I'll have a link below for that as well. Before I forget about my bottom lash line, I almost forgot. We're going back into that deep purple right there. I'm using a little pencil brush. This is from Crown Brushes. There's C513. And just applying it all across this bottom lash line. We're going to blend in a little bit of that Sugar Pill Purple. Really love this purple. It's a reddish purple. And very, very lightly into that bright fuchsia type pink, very lightly. I'm going to use a little bit of my MAC, this is Smolder from MAC Black pencil liner for my waterline. Bottom lashes, we're going to go ahead and apply our Hypnose Drama. I love that for my bottom lashes. Okay, for a lip, we're going to try this color. I'm going to put on a brown lip liner. This is K by ColourPop. And this is Showstopper by Sasha Cosmetics. Let's see what it looks like. Oh my goodness, I'm going to make everybody go back in their Sasha stash for that one. That's their Intense Matte Velvet Liquid Lipsticks. And this is Showstopper. Very, very pretty. And I'm pulling out the L'Oreal Blush Palette. You guys remember that one I showed? I'm going to use that middle. Well, it's not really in the middle. The second shade right there, just very lightly on the cheeks. And that brush that I'm using looks like a little kitten paw. This is from Delium Tools. This is their 968. Very cute brush. I love it. I'm going to go ahead and apply a little Fix Plus. I'm going to go away, do a little something with my hair. Then we're going to come back and apply our setting spray. So stay tuned. And this is your completed look. And I thank you guys so much for tuning in with me today. I'm going to try to chop this video up and make it a little bit more condensed because I know it's pretty long. For a setting spray, I'm going to be using the All Nighter setting spray. This is from Urban Decay. And I always tell people I don't feel as if Max Fix Plus is a setting spray. I more or less feel like it's something to revive the skin, make the skin look a little bit more vibrant, and just get that powdery look off of your face. It just does something to really make your face a little juicy, if you will. We could agree to disagree. I know it's some people who feel like Max Fix Plus is a setting spray, but being an oily skinned person using Max Fix Plus and going out, it does me no justice. When I apply a setting spray like this, or from e.l.f. or any other brand, it really lasts a little bit longer and I don't get as oily as quickly. But I do like what Fix Plus does for my skin. It makes me look a little, you know, just more vibrant, more plump, just a little bit more, that's the word I'm looking for, like juicy. Just it makes your skin look almost like plastic if you apply it correctly. So that's about it. I am still rocking my natural hair. This is my natural hair. It's starting to revert back to my natural texture. So, you know, I just applied some twists and took them out. And I'm just letting it do what it do. I'm not ready to wash it yet. So we'll see. It's doing what it wants to do. I'm not going to be covering up my grays anymore either. I'm just letting those pop out too. Hey, it is what it is. And that's about it. So you guys be sure to give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate you guys. Also, please share the videos. That's how you help this channel grow. Also, please check out some of my playlists. If you like talk through videos where I'm really explaining what I'm doing, I have a whole playlist of talk through videos for women of color. So please check that out. And there's going to be more as I play around with new products that I'm being sent and I purchase on my own. Cyber kisses, and see you guys in the next video. Bye.